What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my kitchen. Some of those pizzas, McFlurries, and Blizzards you guys are making on Instagram, man, looks better than what I'm doing here. Keep tagging me. I love to see it. In today's video, we are tackling a dessert that is world famous. It's even got a restaurant named after it, which, if we're being honest, other than the cheesecake, the food's overrated. The other day, I actually had dinner at the Cheesecake Factory. I was looking through the menu. Do you know that for one slice of cheesecake, the average amount of calories is around 1,200? Loaded with fat, loaded with sugar, almost no protein? Yeah.
We can't be doing that.
But in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how to have cheesecake without worrying about that Dunlap. If you wanna eat cheesecake, still lose weight, still build muscle, this is the video for you, man. Today we are making an anabolic cheesecake. Not only is the consistency spot on with this recipe, it is super simple. Anybody watching can do it. This thing is creamy, delicious, pretty beautiful if I must say so myself. And once you make it, you're gonna have enough to feed the entire family, the entire squad. And I personally guarantee it, you won't be disappointed. As always, man, the RJF recipe book, link in description, has been updated. This recipe's in there along with every other recipe I've been dropping. If you're trying to follow the anabolic diet, you want a handy little guide right in your pocket. Any foods you can think of. Do you want a Crunchwrap? Do you want a Blizzard? Do you want subs? Do you want chicken parmesan? Do you want cheesecake? It's all right in here, man, right in your pocket. You get it one time, you get every future recipe update for free. So I'm telling you, man, you invest in this now, it could be the best decision you ever made, hands down. I wouldn't lie to you. So if you guys are ready to get another epic video underway, then as always, man, I'm here to do it for you. Let's do it! Yeah! Starting off, you're gonna need yourself a food scale and a mixing bowl. This is normally where I'd have a clever food scale joke for you, but guys, I'm fresh out. So if you got a good one, comment it below. The first rule of any good cheesecake is you gotta have a good crust. So we're gonna use honey graham crackers to make our own. So what we wanna do is go into our food scale and weigh out 155 grams. That ends up being roughly 10 of these little cookie sheets. Once they're weighed out, all we're gonna do is transfer them to a large baggie, grab your +3 tool of bludgeoning, ice cream scoop. I'm gonna break these up into as little pieces as possible. Let's go. And once they're crushed up, just transfer them back to your mixing bowl. Now we're just gonna add in about 60 grams of sugar-free syrup. This is gonna help all this bind together, man. Make it sticky, make it moldable. Now you just wanna go in by hand and mix it all together. And the goal is to get all your graham crackers moist with that syrup. That way we can mold it into the crust. And you know you're good when you can pick it up in a ball like this. Next up, we're gonna need a small cake pan. I wanna say this one's 8 inches. It's the smallest one in the 3-pack that Walmart's got. Good old Wally. Hit it with some nonstick. Now we're just gonna take our graham cracker crust ball and transfer it over to our cake pan. And then the goal here, we're just gonna kind of press down on it. We basically wanna spread it out. You see how it's pretty malleable here? We just wanna keep working it until we can get it to cover the entire bottom surface and then up the sides. And once you're finished, it should be covering the whole bottom and slowly creeping up the sides. Almost like a graham cracker basket. First thing we want to add is 448 grams of fat-free cream cheese. And that 448 grams ends up being about 2 of these blocks. And each of these blocks was only 80 cents at Walmart, man. Get in there, get a deal. And next up, we need 124 grams of a whey protein powder, preferably something that's vanilla-based, like this Cinnamon Toast Swirl by Final Boss, baby. But this has been sold out for a minute, man. I'm hoping it's here by the time you're watching this, but it might not be. And now we just need 340 grams of a plain, fat-free Greek yogurt. The brand I normally use is Chobani, but I mean, you can find cheaper brands. You can buy knockoff brands, bud. As long as it's plain and fat-free, you're gonna be just fine. Now we just need 30 grams of a 0-calorie sweetener. I prefer this Splenda knockoff personally. Great flavor, great sweetness, none of those pesky calories. But Ram, artificial sweeteners are bad for you. Brother, the only side effect I've been having is more people miring at the gym. And the final thing we add for a little hint of flavor is about 10 grams of vanilla extract or imitation vanilla flavor. Perfect. At this point, all the ingredients are done. All we have left to do is to mix up our batter. You could use a Ninja blender, you could use a hand mixer, whatever gets this mixed up. But I promise you guys, all my recipes, I want them to be super simple, and you can totally mix this up by hand pretty easily. Let me show you. So all I'm gonna do is go in here with my whisk and slowly start mixing things up. See that? I don't wanna go too crazy at first because that sugar is gonna bounce out of there. You just kind of press down on it. Eventually, it's all gonna start coming together. You're gonna break up the fat-free cream cheese, and you're gonna be good to go, man. Just be patient, mix her up. This ain't gonna take long at all. Now that our cheesecake batter is done, all we gotta do is transfer it down into our cake pan on top of our graham cracker crust. All I'm gonna do is use a spoon and get this right down here. And if you follow my measurements, this will be the perfect amount of cheesecake, perfect amount of crust, everything. And once it's all in there, just take a spoon and slowly work it. I basically just go in a circular motion like this, kind of pressing down with it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And once you've worked the batter, it should look like this. And now that our cheesecake is fully formed, it's gotta go in the oven, but we have two different steps here. Step one, preheat your oven to 325 degrees, cook it for 30 minutes. Toss it in, set a timer. And after the 30 minutes is up, immediately cancel what you're doing and reset it to bake at 200 degrees. And you wanna keep cooking the cheesecake for anywhere from 50 to 60 minutes. After it goes through both cycles, pull it out, put it in the fridge, and let it cool for at least 3 to 4 hours because you don't want warm cheesecake and you want it to set. Sound easy? I thought so. Lucky for us, I baked the cheesecake last night, so we don't gotta wait on it. Rem using his noggin. Woo. Hey baby, let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, this is our anabolic cheesecake. Isn't this gorgeous? You might actually notice there's a piece missing. I did that last night because I gotta test these guys before I bring it onto the channel. You best believe I ain't uploading nothing that isn't delicious and isn't anabolic. But just take a look here at how our crust turned out, man. Right up the sides. You can see it down the middle right here. Nice little base. I love it. So what we'll actually do here, guys, is a little cut test, man. Let me get right in here. Ooh, oh, that's so thick. Let's pull her out. Oh my goodness. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Take a look at that, man. The texture, she's creamy. She's holding together. That crust is stuck on the bottom, guys. Man, we got us a winner here. We've been staring at it long enough, man. I think it's time to pull up a chair, sit down, strap on the old feed bag, and give this thing a try together. You guys ready? Let's go. All right, guys, it is go time. I'm actually excited to try these now because the one I tried last night, I did like an hour after it was in the fridge. It was still warm, it hadn't set yet, so this is the true test right here. Before we get started, daddy needs a kick. Final Boss Rocket Pop Pre. It ain't just for pre-workout, man. You need some energy to eat cheesecake. It gets the job done. Half scoop, little twist. Ooh. Ah, I can feel that energy flowing through my veins already. Woo. Available at finalbossperformance.com, amazon.com, code RGF10, free two-day shipping, you already know. Let's get down to business, man. I'm feeling this piece right here. Let me just take a little bit right off the front. Oh my gosh, it's so creamy. Ooh, look at that, man. A little bit of everything, some of that crust underneath there. Gosh. All right, guys, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, let go. Oh my goodness. Telling you guys, there's a lot of pretty bad protein cheesecake recipes out there. This is not one of them. The cheesecake itself is so smooth. It's so just like buttery in your mouth, creamy. And then you hit that graham cracker crust. You got this combination of like graham crackers and cream cheese. It just all comes together. Oh my gosh. You have to make this one. I am dead. If you like cheesecake, I'm telling you, man. This is like from another dimension right now. I'm gonna try one of these back pieces, man. You get a little extra crust that way. All right, check that out, man. That thick graham cracker crust right there. Just, oh, see how she goes. Oh my God. Make sure you let this sit in the fridge for the required time. Let it cool down, let it firm up, because last night, even though it was warm, I knew it was good. I knew we were fine, but this is like scoring the winning touchdown on varsity night. This is like head cheerleader asking you to prom. This is like winning a game of dubs in COD Warzone. It's worth celebrating. And the best part is, man, when I tell you these macros, it's gonna blow your mind. You're not even gonna believe it. You're not even gonna believe that we can eat this and still diet. You're not even gonna believe it. You're gonna call me a liar. That's fine if you don't believe me, because all these ingredients will be in stock when I go to the store. Don't worry about being sold out. And the best part about this cheesecake is how anabolic it is, man. You're gonna eat this, it's gonna help you burn fat, it's gonna help you build muscle. Just don't accidentally drop a piece on the floor and let your dog grab it up, because if he accidentally eats it, he's gonna wake up the next morning a pit bull. And if he's already a pit bull, he's gonna wake up the next morning a real bull. That's how anabolic this is. Final bite. So we're one piece down. I'm already pretty full. My desire to go binge more is not there. Am I craving sugar? No. The thing is, when you diet and you don't deprive yourself yourself and you let yourself have the right version of cheesecake. All those cravings that are nagging at you, all the things that make you want to go binge, want to fall off your diet, that anxiety in the back of your head all day, stressing about what you're gonna eat, all the guilt you feel when you do give into that temptation, it all goes away because you're making the right choice, man. Let me read these macros and you're gonna believe me. In the entire cheesecake, the whole thing, there's 1,923 calories, only 19 grams of fat, 218 grams of protein, 220 grams of carbs, 5 grams of fiber. So if you take this cheesecake and you split it into 8 pieces, each piece only has 240 calories and 27 grams of protein. So for me, about 2 pieces of this cheesecake is gonna be a meal, man. That's about 480 calories, 54 grams of protein. That's over a quarter of a way to my daily protein goal. The only 2 things you gotta worry about, you can't look at food and go, cheesecake is bad, I can't eat it. That's the wrong mindset. You can't look at pizza that way, you can't look at donuts that way, you can't look at any particular food that way. You gotta only look at it is how much protein's in it and how many calories is it. The only things you gotta worry about is your calorie goal at the end of the day, making sure you're hitting it or staying slightly under it if you're trying to burn fat, and making sure you hit your minimum protein goal. There's only 2 things you gotta worry about. As long as that's all you focus on, then there's no such thing as foods that are off limits. Follow me on Instagram. You see what I eat every day. You see what my diet is, guys. This is the best I've ever felt, the best relationship I've ever had with food, and quite literally just the best things have ever been, man. And I'm telling you, it starts with this diet. It really does. But don't take my word for it, man. Look in the comments below. You got people talking about their success all the time, man. As always, man, the RJF recipe book, link in description, been updated. You can basically assume anytime a new video drops, you might as well go back and get your free copy because there's gonna be more recipes in there. I'm a week and a half ahead on videos right now, which means there's recipes that are gonna hit the channel a week and a half from now that are already in the cookbook. So if you wanna jumpstart on it, or you just wanna have a handy guide right in your pocket to follow this diet, make a shopping list with it, track the calories, all that stuff, it's right here, man. I'm telling you, it could be one of the best investments you ever made. It could change your life. And I don't say things like that lightly, man. It's literally changed my life. So if it can help you, hey, I'm all for it. And if this whole thing's a little confusing for you and you just wanna have a plan laid out for you that tells you exactly what to do, what to eat, what to weigh out, and you know that as long as you follow it, that's all you gotta do is follow it, you're gonna see results, then check out my site, RemingtonFitness.com. Have you fill out a questionnaire. I'll make you a meal plan. I can make you a training plan. I will work with you in whatever capacity you want. You just gotta give me 100%. And if you do that, I guarantee you results, man. Appreciate you guys, as always, for watching. Keep smashing that thumbs up for me. Keep commenting anything down below. I actually did this recipe because the comments said you wanted to see a cheesecake. That was the one I saw all the time. Had to give it a shot, and boy, did we knock it out of the park. For real, you guys rock. Subscribe if you are not subscribed, and until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I will see each and every one of you at the next video. See you guys. You don't even know what you're missing, bud. You don't even know.